Okay, we're back here for a final round. We want to die roll again because we're super lucky. Looking to get that winning record. Official winning record. Magic Online is still lagging. Even though I restarted. This hand seems pretty bad to me, so we're going to mulligan it. A lot of effectively expensive cards. So.
It's got 2 delve threats and nothing else really even going on, and the street rate is we're clutching on the street rate so hard for it to be good.
I will put that on the bottom. It doesn't matter because I'm going to turn 1 Serum Visions, I think. Unless it seemed like an excellent card. If it seemed an excellent card, I might have just played a land and passed. But
yes.
It's good. I'm just trying to
This is where Opt would actually would have been helpful. If we'd seen like a slightly polarizing card like Fatal Push, which is very good in some matchups. Like say like maybe 60% of matchups Fatal Push is very good in, but then the other 40% it's bad in. That's where Opt would have been good because we get to decide if we want it.
That is true.
And we can based on what our opponent does. But I think in this scenario, Serum Visions are still kind of slightly better.
White Dirtle? No. Jeskai.
Could be Storm.
Could be Storm. Could, yes. We'll have to find out.
Storm or Jeskai.
We've got an Inquisition on top of our deck, so we'll soon see.
Honestly, it could be Esper Delver. Not Delver, Shadow. But I remember that he fetched Steam Vents, and it's unlikely to be Esper. Jeskai kind of irritating. You want to go to 9, but you... That's pretty bad. Yeah, Jeskai kind of irritating. You want to go to 9, but you also don't really want to go to 9. You generally want delve threats against them, that's been my experience.
It is... Ooh. Oh, for a moment I misread Desperate Ritual as Desperate Ravings. I was like, ooh, that's an old one.
Oh man, this hand's so stacked!
This hand is good. They're very lacking on mana though, so I'm going to take this Desperate Ritual.
That makes sense. So they play Electromancer next turn, we play
It's very likely they just pass to a remand up, but
yes.
If they do play Electromancer, obviously we'll kill it and have them discard a card.
Yeah. We can play Shadow, right?
We can, but it's only a 1/1. It's like fairly underwhelming. I think I'll have a lead on this Fort Scour, see what that flips.
Yeah, we definitely want to do that. I'm just thinking about because we want to put a clock on the table, right? We can't just stare at them.
Yeah, that's true. So let's fetch. We're gonna fetch twice. We'll get a Watery Grave and a Blood Crypt.
Yeah, I think that. Yeah, so definitely in the lower mana producing land count versions of Shadow, I think you do have to think about fetching before you Thought Scour, because there's a real chance that you Thought Scour away one of your one-of red sources, for example.
Okay, so we flipped another Death Shadow for our Colgan's command next turn. Unfortunately, drew a land, which is not ideal, but still not the worst.
Yeah, I still think we have to get the Shadow on the table. There's also a 2/2, which is slightly better than a 1/1.
No, it's twice as good.
It's true. Yeah, he just remands it because he wants to draw cards, and I guess it makes us tap out if we want to play it again, which we do. But I'm also okay with him using the remand now, because it means we can Colgan's command the Electromancer if he plays it. Which I mean, it's also very possible he doesn't, but...
But then we can play... I mean, if he doesn't play the Electromancer, I'm going to cast Colgan's command no matter what.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to get back his Death Shadow percent like lethal potentially next turn. Although, not next turn, but the turn after. Ooh, they're just going for it. Okay.
Okay. It's kind of scary. Oh, jeez.
So now they have to Past in Flames? Or can they Gifts? Maybe they can Gifts for something. No, I don't think they can Gifts for enough mana. I think they have to Past in Flames now and then Ritual, Mana Morphos, and hope to get off from there.
Yeah.
So I don't think they're super likely to succeed here, because they don't have a lot of cards to work with.
So, I mean, I guess this looks like a gift to me, but... Oh no, he already cast Past in Flames.
They couldn't cast Gifts there. They cast Gifts, they die because they don't have enough mana left to do anything.
Yeah, well, I guess they just died.
But they can't go off on this turn as well.
Yeah,
so.
yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Got 6 mana, so you can cast Gifts and have 2 mana open after it. You can also cast Gifts with Remand back up.
Yeah, it's 3 mana.
Oh yeah, I forget the Gifts only cost 3. Cast Gifts have 3 mana afterwards.
Spring gets some rituals here. I might actually have this 8. Yeah, they get to flashback Past in Flames. Okay, so it's got a bunch of mana. So I'm gonna put 2 cards into the graveyard. I'm definitely gonna put this Mana Morphos into the graveyard, I think, because they're choked on blue mana.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give them the Past in Flames because it's slightly less mana than giving them the rituals. So
yeah.
And I'll give them the Pyretic Ritual because it's worse to have in their hand. So I'm gonna put Mana Morphos and Desperate Ritual into the graveyard. Yep. Yep.
I think we're just dead? Maybe not, actually. I don't know.
So I'm going to Gifts here, and they'll have 5 mana. No.
If they get what, Mana Morphos?
Remaining. I think we're dead.
Against Grape Shot, Mana Morphos, Rit. Are we just dead?
I think so, yeah. So we can't give them Grape Shot. Yes.
Yeah, we are now dead because they can.
Or indeed, that's Past in Flames.
Yeah.
It's Grape Shots. All right. So we're gonna bring in something else, Disdainful Stroke, Sackcaster Mage, these Leylines of the Void. Not wild about Colgan's Command, so that's probably coming out.
Yeah, I really don't like Colgan's Command. I'm actually not even that big a fan of the Dismembers, but I guess they're better than Fatal Pushes.
Yeah. We can take out. Then we currently have 62 cards in our deck, so we don't need all of these.
Yeah, we can probably cut Lightning Bolts.
Would you? I mean, I'd rather have Lightning Bolt than Dismember. No.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Okay, let's go on this. Who would like to play first? Yes.
Hey, you got a Leyline.
Yep, I'm gonna keep this. It's a bit awkward we don't have a discard spell because if we have Leyline, then the way we lose is like through Blood Moon or Empty the Warrens. We have something else to cover Blood Moon, but somewhat.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's not an ideal hand, but I don't think it's bad enough to throw back.
Yeah, definitely not.
Simian Spirit Guide, Simian Spirit Guide. Ritual Blood Moon.
Alright. This one. Return. You can even fetch Swamp now to play around Blood Moon and be fine. So that's okay. So it's just empty warrens really that we're concerned about at this point.
Yeah. I mean, it's always a big concern post-board in this matchup.
Actually, just going to pass here.
We're planning to flash and Snapcaster in the end step?
I don't think so. We have a Brawl. Okay. Might get a Blood Crypt now. Just kill that. And then we can Serum Visions have Stubborn Denial up. So we just have to have a bunch of rituals on the Blood Moon. Yeah, it seems fine. Ooh, Forsyth, nice.
And Angler.
And
Two things I want to see.
Yeah, so we put this on top below the Serum Visions. They have an empty warrens. We're going to take that one.
Yeah, I think that's probably exactly correct.
Next one, we get to Serum Visions and Gurmag Angor holding up Stubborn Denial. Another Gurmag Angor and a Tassiger. I don't think I want either of these.
No, I'm not that excited by those.
Get to leave one card behind here.
I kind of want to leave Bolt, just because I don't want to lose that much more life to Thoughtseize, but I also think that
I'm going to leave Bolt.
it's possible we want to leave Thougtsiege to go back in to get the gifts, but...
No, I think we're just going to hold up Stubborn Denial, so...
Yeah, I don't think gifts is as big of an issue.
Yeah, because it's sort of like draw two cards of that they have some selection over, but not all the selection over, so...
Yeah. It's draw the third and fourth best card in your deck for this situation.
Yeah.
Or sometimes depending on how good or bad your opponent is. Sometimes it's draw the best two cards for your situation if your opponent gives you the wrong things.
So we know 3 of their remaining cards.
So basically it has to be Warrens. Can we counter the next ritual if it's Warrens?
I mean, if it's Warrens, then they get to cast it anyway, because they go Desperate Ritual. We counter this, they cast Desperate Ritual, and they have 3 mana, they just Warrens off that. Because Warrens cost 3 at the moment.
Yeah, okay, so
we just have to
countering. Yeah.
We just give them extra goblins that we counter at all.
I guess Stubborn Denial can be like a Forge Bolt against Warrens.
Sure.
I might go for the gifts here.
Yeah, I mean they can like create gifts piles with like Blood Moon and Empty Warrens in to force us to sort of put those cards into the exile, into the graveyard.
I guess they can get like gifts. So the worst pile would be what? Gifts Ungiven, Blood Moon, Empty the Warrens.
I don't know what the other one is. Maybe
Yeah,
Metamorphose.
Yeah, probably Metamorphose. Then we just can't give them the Empty, can't really give them the Blood Moon.
Sure.
This looks more like Empty, but now it looks more like gifts.
I'm just gonna cancel this.
Yeah, I think we just counter the gifts. I don't think we let them build weird piles of whatever. What do we have on top of our library? Do we have a creature?
We don't. I don't think we know. We bought them both. We saw Angler, Tassigur.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Eh.
Right.
I think we're just dead to that because we don't have any way to get out of it.
Yeah, because we didn't bring any Kozilek returns, which I think is maybe right. I actually don't know. Yeah, so we can only make 2 blockers. Can we make 2?
I mean, we can like kill a creature and we have 3 blockers in total, but then they're still attacking. They still have 10 unblocked tokens, so
yeah, okay.
that'll do. At least we can like hold up mana in the.
Maybe they don't go for it. Yeah, maybe they're scared of the Staticaster. That would be something they shouldn't be scared of. I don't think the things they actually should be scared of. Like, what bluffs do we even have?
I mean, there's no reason for them to not attack. Like, their situation's not getting better. So.
No, absolutely. I'm just like thought exercise, like try and identify.
Alright, so we finished up nominally 2 and 3. I still think we would have won that first match if we'd not timed out, played a bit faster. The deck felt fine. It didn't feel like it felt like a little bit better than Sleight of Hand, but not substantially better. I'm not sure if I want to play all 4. I was not particularly impressed by Young Pyromancer, but I don't think we ever had a good situation for him.
We never had a good situation for it, and I'm not sure we saw amazing matchups for it. Certainly, like, it was a very different experience to what I had when I played it, where I felt very comfortable boarding it in. But it's not in my sideboard right now, and I actually think I prefer Team of Battle Rage in all of the matchups that we played.
Yeah. I think the problem is, like, for the Young Pyromancer to be effective, you have to play it on curves. You have to play like a reasonable number of them in your sideboard to have a good chance of seeing it on curve.
Yeah, that's basically the thing. You have to play 3, it takes up so many slots. I also think that Young Pyromancer specifically was quite effective against decks like Death and Taxes. That specifically try and kind of go wide around you with very little evasion, except for like Prop Black, where Young Pyromancer is very good. And also against decks hacking, what do we call it?
Chameleon Colossus?
Chameleon Colossus, yeah. So basically I think that Pyromancer is, if people are have too much grave hate, and if people are playing too many Rest in Pieces, and if people are playing too many of the Prop Black creatures. I think it's basically specific hate for that, which happens to be reasonably good in other matchups. And I think that the problem I have with it sometimes is that it takes up so many sideboard slots that it's hard to make the call of, I need to fight this. But I think that Pyromancer is an interesting option to have available, and definitely something to keep in mind for the sideboard, but not something that should be in every Death Shadow sideboard for every weekend.
Yep. Don't really have much else. I probably need to play some more with these cards. I'll probably be back soon with either some more Death Shadow or maybe another deck in the testing in the run-up to the RPTQ. Thanks for watching.
Do a Twitter poll, like one of the pros.
Hmm?
Do a Twitter poll, like one of the pros. End up playing Blue Black Fairies or some nonsense.
I might do that. So if you want to follow me on Twitter, you can at Captain Scissors MTG, CPT Scissors MTG. Maybe you get to decide what I play. Thanks for watching. See you guys soon.